Hi again, it's me, the decluttering person. Okay, I have to declutter all these single eyeshadows. No, I have not counted how much is here. I want to do it when the light is really nice so that if I have to swatch, you can see the swatches nicely and they'll show up. I don't know where to start. Obviously this is all single eyeshadows, no eyeshadow palettes. I will do all those separately. If you haven't seen my decluttering yet, I'll link the playlist below. I've done a lot of stuff already. I've been proud of myself. I've been pretty savage with stuff. Now this particular basket just came out of my everyday makeup drawer, which I don't think there's anything in here I'm gonna get rid of because I love it all. So, okay. This Sephora in Hidden Treasure. It's like this beautiful green. My Victoria Beckham, that's not going anywhere. Lise Wachee, I keep it in the box because it has a little sponge that goes with it. Haven't tried this Smashbox one yet, but I really want to. L'Oreal Infallible Amber Rush, of course that's not going anywhere. Armani Eyes to Kill in Champagne, freaking love this. This is the Balm Overshadow. It's called Can I talk? No. And I also can't remember where to put my hands. This is called No Money, No Honey. It's like a loose eyeshadow. It's like this beautiful shimmery champagne. It's very messy, but I love it. That's going to stay. All of these Stilas are not going anywhere, of course. And then I also have the Stila Kitten. This has 2 shades in it. I'm about to film my Bought It Forgot It update, which this is in. And I'm going to declutter this, not because it's bad, and if you want a full review, you'll be able to go to that video. It's nice, but it's just liquid, and that's not my favorite. Like, it's pigmented, it's pretty, it blends out, you know, all that great stuff, but I have other greens that I love. I don't wear green enough to justify having multiple green eyeshadows, and I especially don't need a liquid one. So I will declutter that, I just need to save it for that video. You know what? I think my camera's having a hard time focusing because there's just too much stuff here. So all of these eyeshadow pencils. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Moonlight. This is in a project. I love it anyway. I wouldn't get rid of it, so that's there. I kept these from my last declutter, and guess what? Haven't used them one time. The NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, I think it is. Whatever. The white one and the black one. I don't need these. I don't use them. I never use a base for my eyeshadow. I mean, besides like a primer, but like a base color, I almost never use one. So I'm gonna get rid of these. They are probably amazing products, but I just don't use it. Same with this Makeup Forever one, which is black. It's just like it's basically like a big fat eyeliner. Oh, plus this one's kind of getting a little dried out. Like it's not as black and creamy as it once was. But I never use it. Okay, so that's gonna go. The Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Amethyst is beautiful too. Again, I don't use eyeshadow sticks that often, but like it's still really, really good. It's still creamy. So I'm gonna keep that. I need to get more use out of it, which is why I put that Moonlight in a project, so I would get more use out of it. So I'm gonna keep it. You know what? My goes are gonna go on this side. My stays are gonna go on this side. Let's not get it twisted. Oh, I also have rose gold. I forgot. You guys, why do you let me forget? Honestly, I don't love this one as much. I really don't. It's okay, but I feel like it's too light and not as pigmented as I want it to be. It almost looks like a highlighter. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna declutter this. That's surprising, but somebody else will love it, so let's get rid of that. This is so stunningly beautiful. This is the Rimmel Scandalize in the shade Blamed Blue, and it's so pretty. Like, look at that. It's just this gorgeous blue, but I have never worn it once. It survived previous declutters because it's so pretty, but I don't use it. I don't even know how I would use that. So I'm gonna let that go. Still putting stuff in the wrong spot. Somebody hopefully can be more creative than I and use that because it's pretty. These LOC Tati ones, I don't need these. I've never used them really. Night Owl, and this one is in the shade On Point. Man, these were friggin' expensive. Once you factored in shipping, I am so regretful I wasted my money. Like, they're not bad, but I just don't use them. This one's actually pretty. I'm tempted to keep it, but I never use it. I never use shadow sticks, so, you know, they gotta go. So, whoa, okay, we kept 2 and let go of all the rest. That's a good start. All right, let's move on to this stuff. I'm gonna keep stuff out of the way and show you one at a time because I think that's the way my camera is liking it better. All these Stilas are gonna stay. There's like, they're not gonna go anywhere. They're just one of my favorite products of all time, the Glitter and Glow, and now there's the Shimmer and Glow. This should actually be this way for you guys, not for me. They are so gorgeous, and I just can't see myself ever getting rid of them. So those are definitely This is a backup of my absolutely favorite ColourPop shadow, which is in the shade 143, which is like the most beautiful purple matte, super pigmented amazingness. So that's a backup, so obviously that's not going anywhere. This is gonna go. This is the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Eyeshadow in Rio de Rose Gold. This thing is broken, and I know like you can contact them or something and get a replacement, but it's just not worth it to me. Like this, I would rather just use my Amber Rush, or maybe like even like Amber Lights from MAC is similar. This you have to shake like for almost a full minute for it to like coalesce and be able to apply it, and that's the part that I hate the most. So that's gotta go. Okay, these are the Tarte, what are they called? Clay Pot eyeliners. This one is in Rose Gold. Now when I bought this, I thought it would be an eyeliner, but it turns out it's actually much prettier as like an eyeshadow. It's so gorgeous when you put it all over the lid. Hi. So gorgeous when you put it all over the lid. Like, look at that. It's so beautiful. So I use it as an eyeshadow and I love it. But this one is in the shade Crystal Ball. I thought it'd be like this really beautiful purple version of that one, but it's got like this weird black base to it or something. So when you actually put it on, okay, now I'm really screwing up here. But when you actually put it on, it looks dirty and it looks like the black base is like gray. It's super strange on the eyelid. And so I need to get rid of this one because I never use it and I don't like the way it looks. I forgot I had one more of those. This one is in Lucky Penny, which as it sounds is just like this gorgeous copper orange, which I don't use very often, but I'm not going to get rid of it just because I don't use it that often. Like if I never use something, I'll get rid of it, but I'm happy to use this every once in a while. Another Stila, obviously. Okay. Let's talk about NARS for a second. Do I have any other NARS stuff? Yes. Okay, I'm ashamed to tell you that after I did my last declutter, I went back into the bag and pulled this out. NARS Persia, because I just couldn't let it go. Like, it's so pretty, and I really haven't really used it that much since I did that, but it's just like really unique and I don't want to let it go, so that's gonna stay. NARS Stud is one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. It's just this beautiful taupe, like it's just the most perfect taupe perfection ever, so that's gonna stay. This NARS Sarah Moon Duo, it's very unique. It's not something I use very often. I know I'm swatching over something else on my finger, but oh well. It's just like, I don't use that very often. Silver eyeshadow is not uncommon, but this kind of gray blue base it has is a little bit unique, and that's why I love this. And I'm okay with not using these very often, but still like loving them. Do you know what I mean? So I allow myself that every once in a while, and I'm going to allow myself that with these. This isn't going anywhere. The Lee Swatches Glam Pigment in Fireworks is one of the most stunningly beautiful eyeshadows of all time that I've ever touched. If you're not familiar with this, it's a Canadian brand. This was a holiday release that's limited edition. I don't think you can get this exact shade, which is part of the reason I'm keeping it. But also I just like, I can't get enough of it. It's so beautiful. Packaging is stunning too. So this is definitely staying. Other Armani Eyes to Kill. This one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a coppery gold one. I love that. So you're staying. Here's some stuff that can go. I really love these e.l.f. smudge pots. I think they're a great product. They're so cheap. Like, you can get them for $1. I think they're normally $2, but then, you know, e.l.f. sometimes does 50% off. They're so like pigmented and they're still creamy even though these are so old. But they just make like really nice all over the lid neutral shadows. They're just really pretty, but I just never ever use them. And they're so old now, they really need to go. So those are gonna go. Tattoo Studio. Oh my god, I didn't even know I still had one of these. I hate these things. I only hate it because I don't use them. Like, this is dried out. And you know, I fell for the hype. Some people love these and that's cool. If you actually love them and you're gonna use them, then that's awesome. Like, why not? But I don't use stuff like that, so there's no point in me owning it. Another cream product, I should have known better. This is the Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow. It's like this purpliness, and when you see it up close, can you see how inside there it kind of reflects and it's kind of like really sparkly, but it's really strange how it looks on the lid. Like, it doesn't, I think it's because it's so sheer. It really doesn't work on the lid. I don't know. There's something about it that just looks bad. So I'm going to get rid of that. I just need to stay away from cream products. Okay, these two Clean Color American Idol, get it? EYE doll. Eyeshadows. These are from Shop Miss A website. They are amazing. They are so good. Like, the quality of these for a friggin' $1 is beautiful. But I never reached for them. I don't know why, but I never do. I used this once in like, in some kind of tag video where you're using like really cheap makeup and it looked really pretty. But I never use them. So I have to pass them on to somebody who will actually use them and love them because I'm just not. Okay, Wet n Wild, what is this called again? Nutty, I think. I really like this. I just don't use it a lot, probably because I have so much in my collection and I forget to. So there it is right there. Like, that is really pretty. So I'm going to keep it. Hopefully now that I'm getting rid of a lot, I'll be able to use the things that I love but don't use often, if that makes sense. This L'Oreal Infallible Paints Encaged, in theory, it's pretty. Like, I like it swatched, but I did not like the way it looked on. I don't know. Maybe it's just too dark for me. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of that. I do not like the Essence The Metals eyeshadow. They're not my favorite. It looks beautiful in a swatch, but on the lid, it doesn't stay. It kind of fades. It's not the best quality. So those are going to go. I have these two from Makeup Revolution. This one is Mountains of Gold. This one is Good Life. I have never used these. Or did I? If I did, they did not make enough of an impression for me to remember. Yeah, see, that's like a whole lot of nothing. That's gotta go. This one, I just think, like, okay, I love the way gold eyeshadow looks in a swatch, but on my eye, it doesn't suit me. And I've really learned that. Like, that's beautiful. That one's actually really pretty. But it just doesn't, sorry. It just doesn't suit me, and I don't like the way it looks. So even though you'll see me every once in a while with gold, it's just because I'm trying to use certain things and get use out of them, not because I actually love it. So I still have golds like in palettes. Like, for example, the Chocolate Gold Bar has a shade better than this. So there's no reason for me to keep this, you know what I mean? That's the other thing about single eyeshadows too, is that you have so many palettes, and I know me personally, I reach for palettes before singles, so it has to be an amazing single for me to want to reach for it. So that's why you're seeing me get rid of a lot of more drugstore stuff and keep a lot more high-end, because I think high-end really like does eyeshadow way better than the drugstore most of the time. I have 3 different random glitter products here. I've got a J Cat Beauty, I've got a NYX glitter, and I've got Lit Cosmetics. It's like a gold glitter. There's also, oh, this is from, oh wait, I have a pigment from MAC. I feel like I'm missing something like this. I can't find it right now. Anyways, I'm gonna keep the 3 glitter products just because I don't have a lot of glitter. Like, this is literally it, so I'm just gonna keep them. But this MAC pigment in Melon, it's so pretty, and whenever I swatch it, I go, oh, that's so pretty, and I need to keep it. Okay. It's right there. I'm having the most difficult time trying to even get it out to swatch it for you guys. But when I do swatch it, like, it's so beautiful, but I just never use it. It's completely full. I'm going to pass this on to somebody who will actually appreciate it, because I'm not appreciating it, so that's going to go. These are going to stay. Okay, I've actually been going through both of these so far. I'm just reaching for random things, so this is what we have left. This Maybelline one in Nude Glow, I'm going to get rid of it. It's pretty, but it's not worth the hype. Okay, all these Kat Von D. These I think just got discontinued because I saw them in the Sephora sale section. Yeah, I have 5 and I kind of regret buying all of them because they were friggin' expensive. And then she ended up coming out with like palettes with them in that would have been a better value. I love these 3. Like, they're so pretty. I don't wear them enough, but I'm not getting rid of them because it's just not worth getting rid of them for the price I paid, and I still do use them sometimes. Thunderstruck, okay, here's the thing. Yes, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's unique. There's nothing like it. It's like this white with a golden yellowy shift, but I never use it, like, ever. I never use it. And so even as a highlighter, it looks weird on me, so I'm going to get rid of this and pass it on. And same with the silver. I never wear silver eyeshadow. I have silvers that I actually like a lot better than this. So if I was going to use one, I would do that. So I'm just going to get rid of those 2, but I'm going to keep these 3. Let's talk about all my leftover Essence ones. These are just the eyeshadow. It's just called Essence Eyeshadow. I thought I had more, but I guess I only have 3. This is Snowflake. This is broken off. There's pan on it because that's what I use as my inner corner highlight. It's actually in a project right now. I might consider just buying a replacement because it's broken and that's annoying, like, every time I reach for it, but it's in a project, so I'm definitely keeping it. These 2 I love too, especially this one. The Grammy Goes Glammy. Oh, I can feel this about to break too. Like, that's the thing about these. Yes, they're cheap and the product is amazing, but the packaging breaks so easily. But this is so beautiful, especially as a face highlighter. Like, it's so pretty. I'm going to keep this, but I'm going to finally let this one go. I don't think I've used this since my last declutter. This is Rosy Flamingo. I can't figure out where to put my hands right now because everything's going out of focus. It's like really pretty white pink right there on this end. Again, would make a beautiful highlighter like on the face, but I just never use it, so I'll pass that one on. L'Oreal Infallible in Tender Caramel. I'm actually gonna pass this on because I love Amber Rush. I always want to say Amber Lights, but that's the MAC one, right? Anyways, I never use this. And same with this purple one. I never use it. I have other purples I love. It's called Purple Obsession, but I don't need these, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Urban Decay Lounge, I'm gonna pass on. I got this in like a Sephora value set a couple Christmases ago. I almost never use it. It's such a dupeable color. It's that green brown shifting shade that is in so many palettes now. And I have it in other things. I don't need this, so I'm gonna pass that on. These 2 Essence, the Velvets, these are mattes. They're both mattes. I don't need random matte browns in my collection. I mean, I bought these to test for a video and I did it, but I don't need them anymore. They're good. They're really good, but I don't ever reach for them because why would you need to have those in every palette? This is beautiful. I actually am sad I've forgotten to wear this for so long because I actually love it. This is a beautiful brown for all over the lid if you're just in a quick hurry and you just want something like slightly shimmery that you can blend out easily. It's so nice all over the lid. This is called VIP Pass. I love this, so I'm going to keep this. See, this is when I get excited, when I'm like, okay, now I can remember to use that because now I found it at the bottom of all this other stuff I never use. This Dose of Colors Ideal Duo in Magic Moment. I love it, so I'm going to keep that. This can go, this is the City Color White Pearl. It's like this mousse. It's really strange. And the other thing is too, I don't like having to take a lid off and then having to also take another thing out. It's like too much work. Is this even good still? Yeah, it is. It's like this creamy white. Anyway, I don't need that. It's actually not as kind of bouncy and liquidy as it used to be because it is getting very old. So that can go. I have this MAC single shadow in Omega. I bought this when Jessica Braun used to talk about it like all the time. But I never use it because it's in this random single. And yes, I could depot it, so I might try that. I'm going to try to depot it and put it with my other MAC singles that I have in a Z palette. But I'm not, like, I've never tried depotting something before. So if that doesn't work, then I'll get rid of it. I have this MAC shadow. I do really love this. And even though I hardly use it, again with the double system though, I should just throw that out. It's that magnetic one that they came out with a while ago. It's called the Spellbinder eyeshadow. It's like magnetically charged in there. It's actually called dynamically charged. Oh, every time I swatch this, I'm like, why don't you wear that more? It's so beautiful. Like, look at that. It's so beautiful. But I always forget about it. Okay, I really need to just keep this and use it. Okay, only 2 left. This one is going to be my testing product. If you've watched my other declutter videos, you know that I'm keeping one thing from each category that I'm going to be testing out, and then I'll do one video and then I'll decide whether I want to declutter it or not. This I'm really not sure about. This is Rose Gold from Art & CN. It cracked and it broke, but you know, still usable. It's beautiful in a swatch. Like really, and a little goes such a long way with this. I know I'm like the worst swatcher in this video. Okay, anyway, see that? See that? Oh my god. But I always find that it doesn't look that way on my eyelids as it does in a swatch. And so that's why I really want to just give it one more shot, decide ultimately what I think, and then I will either declutter it in that video or keep it. So it's going to be my test product. And then this from Urban Decay. This is called Flash. It's just okay. I really don't use it very much, but it is pretty. I don't want to get rid of it yet. I haven't had it that long. I haven't really used it that much. So I'm just going to keep this for now. So I know maybe in this declutter I didn't feel like I got rid of as much stuff, but look at how this is organized now. I have all my glitter and Stila in one, and then I just have all this laid out where I can actually see it. This actually maybe I might put somewhere else because it's a backup, but I can actually see things now. And then I still have this, which is in a project. I have my one tested out product. And then this is my everyday makeup drawer stuff, like I said, so I'm just going to pop that back in there, and then this will, it'll obviously get switched out, but I feel like this is at least more manageable. I like that all my Stila glitters are going to be in one thing and not just randomly thrown in. Do you know what I mean? And then here is everything that I am decluttering. This feels great, let me tell you. So this is 32 single eyeshadows. When you think about like you only have one day and like one life and one face, for me to use these, I would need like 32 separate days probably to use all of these, and I just don't have that much time. So it feels really good to declutter these. That's it for today. Definitely subscribe if you haven't yet, because I have more declutter videos that are still about to be filmed. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And that's it for now. I will see you in my next one. Bye.